last protest for Daniela Mendiola, 17-year-old that was in a hit-and-run accident, and it's been 10 months now. He saw my live from several months ago. The update is that there's no arrest. 10 months later, no arrest, guys. Monday is court date. Joshua Brown, the perpetrator, is going to be seen in court, and they're gonna see what's gonna happen with him and what they're gonna charge him. So we will see what happens, and yeah, we're gonna go and talk to different people. The family of Daniela Mendiola is here. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come into the live. But we are here in Alamance County. This is the Alamance County Courthouse. And we're here protesting and showing our support for Daniela. So that she can get the justice that she deserves. Everyone come into the chat and let's talk. And if you have any questions, please ask away and I will answer what I know. But we are here for justice. So Daniela's family wants homicide charges. Homicide charges. He got a slap on the wrist, Joshua Brown. Before the protest started, before the videos on TikTok went viral, he never went to, he was never arrested. Nothing. They were not going to charge him. And that's, if it wasn't for the pressure that Daniela's family put on law enforcement, he never would have been brought in. So Daniela's father is down there. One of Daniela's sisters and friends are here to show support. Welcome into the chat. Protesting for Daniela Mendiola.
And he wants justice. He does not agree with the plea deal given to this man. He wants justice. He wants this man charged with homicide. The man left the scene for over 30 minutes. She laid in the ditch for 43 minutes in the ditch. She could have been saved, and he drove away. And you believe he got out of his car. They deserve more than this plea deal. They deserve more than this plea deal. As you guys see, sorry, I'm going to bring this down a little bit.
Yeah, it is hot out here, everyone.
Tomorrow, we're going to have all these up.
Yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow, guys.
This is where I'm at. This actually got closed up the first time we came out. And they said it was for repairs.
There's the county courthouse. I'm also going to do an update video on the location where Daniela was hit in the ditch. And how far away she was found, her body was from where she was hit in the driveway. That's another thing about this case, guys, is that she was not hit in the middle of the road. And that's what troopers were trying to say, is that she was crossing, or I guess Joshua Brown was telling them that she was crossing the road, which just is not the case, guys. She was waiting for a friend to pick her up, and she was in the driveway. It was a gravel driveway, And here's Daniel, and she was hit because the driver swerved off of the road. He swerved off the road and hit her in the driveway. And the reason why they know this is because Daniela's family could see the blood on the gravel that was in the driveway, and that's the point of impact. And I'm gonna go live on TikTok as well. I've never tried going live on Instagram. But yes, guys, we are here in solidarity for Daniela's family. I'm gonna try going.
Big difference. Needed that body just said. I don't know how you do it. We used to do this stuff all the time. We used to do stuff.
Welcome everyone into the chat. Mary said cover up, and this happens everywhere. No one hears about. I've heard a lot about this county. Not so great things. Your sign, Mom. No justice, no peace, justice for Daniela. Daniela was hit in the road, not in the road, in a driveway. She was waiting for a friend to pick her up, and the person that hit her was trying to say that she was crossing the road, which is not the case because they found blood in the driveway. So she was not in the middle of the road, and the driver lost, I guess, control of the car. He swerved off and he hit her. And this happened in August, but I have pictures, and you can clearly see that the vehicle veered off the road because in the grass you could see the tracks. And so she was launched into the air about 80 feet is what her father measured. And he actually thinks that maybe she was moved. That's what her father thinks is what happened. That he moved her. But her hair and nails and flesh were all found in the street, and her family had to pick up all of that because law enforcement didn't want to do it. They made the family pick up pieces of her, and that's what's so heartbreaking and sad about this story, is what the family had to literally do their own investigating and everything. Over there is Daniela's dad, and he's been working super, super hard for justice. So, very, very sad that this family has been swept under the mattress, under the rug. Here we are in Graham, North Carolina, at the county courthouse. We have Bullhorn Betty here. And Monday is the big day because that's the court date for Joshua Brown, who is the man who hit Daniela. And we'll see what they charge him with. Is it going to be another slap on the wrist? We will see what it's going to be. So that's why we are out here today. I wanted to pop on here just for a little bit. If you guys have any questions about the case, you can ask me, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. If you want to learn more about this really sad story, we're out here trying to help the family and get the story spread. So yeah, someone said it's a tough situation if the driver is related to some law enforcement. So allegedly the driver is related to law enforcement, and we did some interviews with locals and neighbors, and they said that's what they had told us. So we think that he is the son of a trooper, or an ex-trooper, or some sort of law enforcement, because the first initial 911 call came from within the police department. So that's why they're saying that I guess there was a whistleblower within the police department that told a neighbor that detail that the first call came in from within the police department. So there was some sort of connection there, for sure. There's no camera footage from that day. None of the officers had body cam footage. No body cam footage, which is also very suspicious. Yeah, her 18th birthday is in August, so she had just turned 17, and a week after is when she was killed. So ask questions, ask away, guys. We're out here bring awareness to this story. And the Ring camera did capture the vehicle, and you can hear the crash, but it didn't show the actual crash. But you can see that he is speeding in the video. And another thing is, Daniel, the father of Daniela, thinks that Joshua Brown actually stopped his car for like 40 seconds and then drove off. We don't know for sure. One of the neighbors who heard the crash said that it sounded like he just kept going, and that he didn't even stop at the stop sign, that he just kept on going. And she said it sounded like he was going at like 60 miles an hour. This was late at night, it was dark at night, and he had an illegal tint on his windows. Legally tinted windows. I think head and he was charged with
I will tell you tomorrow we're going to get louder. It could be this quiet tomorrow.
He was charged.
I don't know if I can handle being this quiet tomorrow. But we'll have people here.
I just talked to Daniel, guys, but he was charged with illegal tint and illegal head.
What is it?
He had illegally tinted windows and illegally tinted headlights. So, but that's what I'm confused about. So does that mean that it was dark?
It was dark and his tint, and that means his lights weren't as bright as they should have been.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why.
Here, let's see and what Bullhorn is saying here.
So basically, say the statement again.
So what he had illegally tinted headlights. So what does that even mean?
So
If
that basically means whenever you have headlights, they're at a certain brightness, and they're a certain brightness to brighten the road. You have enough sight, enough light to see in front of you as fast as your car is going, depending on what speed the car is going. And so when you have the tint on your headlight, it diminishes the ability to see. So you have tinted window, you have tinted, think about it, if you have tinted lights, and so you don't really have the brightness that you would have to lighten up the road, and you have illegal tint, you can't see. And he's driving probably 100 miles an hour because that's his go-to driving up the speed limit. So God knows, but I can tell you, I looked at the reports, and the report said that they don't think speed's an issue. I was out there. I saw those marks on that grass. And for anybody, I don't do investigations every single day. I cover news stories, but I've seen a lot of files. And if I, as a layperson, can tell speed was a factor in making those impressions in that yard, and law enforcement can't figure that out, I don't know. I got some problems.
I agree with you 100% on that. Yeah. That is another thing, is that, let me turn the camera around here. So, originally they were saying that Joshua Brown was under the influence. That's what a firefighter had told Daniel. Daniel is the father of Daniela. And one of her brothers, who was also like there, that's what they had told him. And then they changed their story. So the troopers changed their story. And I think the reason why is maybe they found out who Joshua Brown was, and there's some sort of relation to law enforcement, it seems to be. But they changed their story and then said there was not enough evidence to arrest him. But there was, there was evidence. I mean, it just shows the incompetence here. And if at first you say that he was intoxicated and then you change your story, that's really suspicious in my opinion. Very, very suspicious. And they didn't, so they didn't do a blood test to see if he had anything in his system. Did they purposely that's not, I feel like that's something that you do automatically when you're dealing with a death and a hit and run. You immediately do a blood test.
If there's a death, you take them down to the hospital. It's a simple process. It's boom, boom, you take them home. Everything's done. It's going to take a while for the results to come in anyways, so they take them home after the fact. They intentionally, willfully, you cannot tell me that there is, if there is a law enforcement body in this town that doesn't know you need to take a person to the hospital in a road fatality, well, maybe retraining is what is needed here. Maybe the investigative body, the beat cops that maybe everybody just needs a whole bunch of retraining. If you can't figure out when there's a fatality and you think that the guy's under the influence, a simple road test is not good enough anymore. You take them to the hospital, you let them get blood taken. That's how we resolve these types of issues. They packed him up and sent him home. They scratched his back.
Yeah. And it took 2 weeks to get him arrested, and not even that, he didn't spend an hour or two in jail. He was just let go. They charged him with having the illegal tint and all that. But I think the protesting and the pressure from the people and the videos online is the reason why he even was charged with anything. And what he got charged with was a slap on the wrist. So they dropped the ball on this one for sure. Let me turn the camera. So we're out here, guys. If you want to be here with us tomorrow,
Yeah.
we'll be
Sunday.
protesting from 12:30 to 6.
Saturday
So,
and Sunday.
We'll be
all
here
right,
all day.
guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
What was that in YouTube? Instagram?
That was on.
Instagram.
Wait, your saved live videos are now reels. I've never heard of something
What is
like
that?
Instagram. First time I tried Instagram.
Oh, I've never
Never
done
been live on
it.
Instagram. I just wanted to like
And the live, you can save it as
try to
reel
get
too.
this on as
Oh
many
my
platforms
God.
as possible. You're saved. But yeah, the whole blood test, not like feeling to take a blood test, man, guys, that's just
They
like
don't need it,
crazy.
they don't even buy- that
James, you're
was-
right, James. 2 weeks to make an arrest is shame on them. Hello, Jeffrey Moore. Bless you too. Hello, Penny. Yeah, blood test, weird, right? No body cam footage. Another
2
thing
weeks
that's really
later,
suspicious.
2 weeks because of the public. But the father is putting things and this here.
Very, very suspicious. We are in Graham, North Carolina. That's where we are, Alamance County. There's a county courthouse right there. Hello, Melissa.
I just want to know why they were open this time. Like I said, it's a much different vibe.
Yeah, there's a lot of, look into the history of this town. What was the thing that happened here years ago, Mom? Where they were protesting and take down like a Confederate.
You see the statue one?
Yeah, so that, I think it's that, I think this was during the Black Lives Matter movement. They were trying to take down that sign. Or not sign, statue. Sorry, I'm tired.
What is that lawyer?
What is that? Are you still live on that one?
No, I'm just
Okay, good.
editing from you. This is what you need to get. It's a gimbal, so it's like, you see? And then if I want to turn it sideways, I just go like that. It stays. And it's so smooth. It's a gimbal. Yeah, and you can use these knobs to like move it around and stuff if you want.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it makes your footage. And when you're walking,
Oh my.
you don't want to be walking with this because it's going to be like, you know,
Why? I have.
it's smoother.
I'm a rough, tough cream puff. I love this.
Rough? Did you just call yourself a rough, tough cream puff?
Yeah, baby. Look at that.
You're silly.
Oh, I like that.
You should get one. Put them on Amazon. They're DJI, so
Yeah, I'll get the DJI for that,
yeah.
but not anything else.
No mics.
No mics. I got like right now. I've probably got 8 different wireless mics.
Because you don't have a good one, which
Well,
is
no,
DJI.
no, because every time I buy one, I bought one either for the Samsung.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
convertible
yeah,
to
yeah.
The Apple phone, and then I got the Apple phone one. It wasn't convertible for that, and then I got the ones that have all of them on it because it's just easier.
Yeah.
So it was one of those learning processes. We started with Apple, and then when I needed to use this, I realized that
True. You're no longer on Android. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'll never forget how.
Fully,
You like it better, or you like Android still?
I you know what? I like Androids. Apple,
Androids are good.
Apple, you have to. Everything's contained within Apple. It doesn't. It's not like Android's suitable for everything.
Yeah.
Apple's only suitable for Apple. That's what I hate about it.
Me suena el apellido.
I get that. Hi, James. How is that? That is doing good right now. He is back from the hospital as of 2 weeks ago. He does have a surgery that's going to be happening the end of July in like Charlotte, so he has to drive far to go there. A really good doctor is going to be doing the surgery for him. However, I am worried that the last time I saw him, he was really skinny. He was really skinny. And it kind of scared me a little bit. I told him, you got to eat, Thad. And so I told him I wanted to come with him, but he said no. He's a friend that's gonna take him. I think he just doesn't want me to see him like that, you know, all weak and everything after his surgery. But I'm definitely gonna do an update on Thad. Hi, I see you. Teresa, you're from Graham, North Carolina. Huh. What do you think about Graham? Did you like it when you lived here and you were growing up here? Updates on the Summer Wells case. Not really. I don't think there's really any. Oh, other than that one tip that was submitted to the TBI by PI Jason Jensen, but other than that, we don't know what that tip was. So. We don't know. So I never really go live, but I'm gonna start going live more often because I need to get more comfortable with the camera. You'd think by now I should. Teresa, I was born there. I grew up right across the street upstairs in an apartment, and now I moved away. There's too many problems there, and I live in an alley. You moved away as soon as you could. It's so interesting being here because I live in Western North Carolina, and I'm not used to being in parts of North Carolina where there's no mountains, so I'm getting used to this. Someone said if ICU has Remy, I have a dog named Remy. I don't know what's going on here. James, did the DA explain why no charges? Olivia, this was no accident. He left for a reason. No, the DA did not explain. The DA needs to do their job. Justin has a spider monkey named Remy. What? I have a dog named Remy, but I spell my dog's name R-E-M-Y, and Remington is... The police is coming?
The camera ready.
Where?
Across the street, that goes to the people who are. Nobody's in the site.
Oh my gosh, the police are coming. Andra.
Yes, ma'am.
The police.
Huh?
The police are coming.
Okay, we got some police. Let's see what we got going on here. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All we got over here is we discussed.
You're right, James. We have a right to protest. They can't say anything. That was a little scary at first. I don't know why. I just get nervous when police are around. But they were nice. They were nice. They were nice. Thank gosh. Thank gosh. That made my heart race. Just remember, always film. Film, film, film. Someone said, what am I watching? So we are here at a protest. I am documenting a protest. And I'm going to show you right now the father of Daniela. There's the father of Daniela, and his daughter was in a hit and run, and 17 years old. And the driver drove off and came back later with allegedly his parents. And she was alive for 43 minutes in a ditch. Thank you, ICU. Thanks for sharing the membership. I have such a bad issue with my memberships, promoting it. I just feel weird about it. But I am gonna start being active on there and posting stuff on there because everyone keeps telling me I need to. James is right. This man has been fighting for justice since day one.
9 months ago?
It has been 9 months, guys. 9 months.
17.
If it wasn't for her father, I'm telling you, no charges would have been made. Nothing. So we are here in support. We're sharing the story. Yes, James is right. She may have survived if he would have stopped and 911 was called. Because 43 minutes is quite a long time, you know. 43 minutes. Yes, rage against the machine. Never forget the victims of Helene. I'm doing a whole series on Helene victims. Whole series on it. Let's see. And I'm going to be doing a lot of work doing Helene stories in the next couple weeks, actually. Let me turn this around. Yes, prayers. So she did end up dying. It's just horrible how it happened, but she was. I need to get a sign out.
I'm like one of those, you know how like when you're giving the news story, you got those people behind the person giving the news story, you know, doing this number. I was just.
There, ICU is in the chat.
Yay! My sister from another mister.
I need to start going live more.
Huh.
Wouldn't you fancy that? Sharon says hi, Betty. Evan. Thanks for subscribing, guys. I'm gonna start getting some footage here, so I might just keep you guys here. I need to put this on TikTok as well. The more people that know about this, the better. Hello, Sophia. Thank you. A sign that's backwards. You know, that is a good idea. Someone said to do a sign that's backwards
Oh, yeah, when you
for the
have,
video.
yeah, well,
It's hard to read them.
well, what you gotta do is you gotta mirror before you start. You gotta mirror your image.
Yeah.
Once you mirror your image, you don't have that problem. But then you gotta make all your stuff behind you, your green screens, opposite.
Yeah.
Because it flips everything.
It's weird. I got shadow banned on TikTok. It's almost like they don't want this story to be heard, which is even more suspicious. To be honest, I'm not even surprised. Both of my accounts. Yeah. Well, this is why I'm on YouTube now. YouTube is where it's at, guys. Much better. You said just kidding. Andrew, you know how in StreamYard you can click on something and it highlights?
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that on. Oh, okay. I was just curious. Interesting.
Yeah, there's some things you got to give up running live on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Mom, do you have the water already?
Yeah, this is where that is our.
If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. The big day is Monday. We're gonna be going to, the family is going to the court room to see Joshua Brown and see what happens and what they pick for him. They want homicide charges. Homicide charges. Why do you guys think it's taken so long for there to be justice for Daniela? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So they're gonna see if they're going to give him any time in jail. Let me see if I can find exactly what he's facing. I agree, James. I think it is a cover-up. So Joshua Brown pleaded guilty on May 26th. I hate these articles where you have to like sign up and pay and all this stuff to read them. It's annoying. Okay, let me see. So in the court, it says here, guys, sorry, I found what I was looking for. In court to confirm Joshua Brown pleading guilty, Judge Andrew Hanford asked Brown, "Are you in fact guilty?" Brown said, "Yes." This is what I really want to know. Does he really feel guilty? Does he really feel remorse? I would hope that he would.
Well, we'll find out when we see him in court.
Yeah.
Are those real tears or are they fake?
I did remember Heather telling me that she saw him crying or had a tear going down his eye. This was like a long time ago at one of his court meetings that he turned around and she saw a tear go down his face. But I wonder if he really feels bad about what he did. I didn't realize how hot it is out here. So Monday is going to be the big day. And we will be there, and I'm going to stay that entire day. And depending on what he's charged with, which we're hoping it's a homicide charge, we will probably protest again. Oh my gosh, it is so hot out here. James, the judge should have asked him, "Why did you leave and are you guilty on homicide?" Yes. Indeed. Our system is very corrupt and broken. We're standing right in front of the courthouse, Graham, North Carolina. They've written some bad articles about me. I'll never forget one of those stupid articles. It was something like this, like TikToker comes into town and she's doing this for like nefarious reasons, like basically hinting for, monetization purposes or whatever. I hate when people do stuff like that. They always try to do that to hurt me. That's like when they have nothing bad to say about me, that's the first thing that they try to hit me with. Yeah, he was under the influence, and that's another thing is I talked to a witness who heard the crash, She walked to the ditch. She saw Daniela. She said her legs were over her head. She was bleeding. She had like a crack in her forehead. She saw Joshua, and she said his eyes were bloodshot, that he was under the influence, like she swears. And I believe her. I believe the witnesses. I would believe them first before I do the law enforcement working on this case. And I believe that he was under the influence because his eyes were bloodshot. And so at first they were saying that he was under the influence, then they changed their story. So why did they change their story is the question. I can't see the comments. The heck? Oh, there. Sharon, big responsibility driving a vehicle. You did it to pay for those actions. Justice is coming. And I feel like if he had just apologized and was really sorry about it and like gave condolences to the family, then they even told me this, they would feel better, you know? Like, I think that's another thing that they're wanting, and is just feeling like they're heard, you know? Teresa, oh my goodness, I'm coming home Monday to see my stepmother. I think I'm gonna stop by the courthouse. Yeah, so if we'll be here probably all day, and even after court and stuff. So definitely come by and see us. Hi, Sonia. Yeah, definitely come and stop by, Teresa, and say hi. I'm gonna show you guys Daniela's dad over here. He is doing so much. He is so broken and devastated. Losing a child is not easy, especially when the manner it happens. The pain will never ever go away. And gosh, my heart just breaks for this family. Here's my mom. We have some people out here. Tomorrow there's going to be a lot more people because it's going to be the weekend. And we'll be here the day after as well, protesting. This is the last protest we're doing. This is the last one. And hi, Groovy Gal. We're hoping for homicide charges. Honestly, I hate to say this, but I feel like they're not going to. Just from what I've seen in this town and everything, I don't think so. What do you guys think? Hi, Carl. I forgot that I didn't take enough pictures today. I changed my lens to the long one. So I'm gonna have to take some pictures and not forget. Andrew, did you bring your camera? Your big camera?
Did I break it? Okay.
I'm gonna move everything over here.
Yes, my camera is in the car.
Okay, don't forget to take pictures and everything. In fact,
Actually, bye guys, I love you. I'm just gonna take this needs a...
oh, can you take a photo of me with the sign in
Yeah.
front of the courthouse? Then I'll do one for you. Let me do you first, because I have my Sony.
Oh, watch out.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh my God, I'm looking out. Want me to take a photo of you?
Yeah,
Do you want a different sign?
yeah, I'm gonna get one of my signs. Where are my signs?
Like right here. I'm gonna get a really sick shot of you holding it up.
Zoom in?
Yeah, this is the same one.
Do I stand here?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to stand over there? Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so
It's in the background.
yeah. We wait till there's no car. And now
Hold on, let me take all this shit. I want to get her photo in.
Oh my god, I'm sweating so much. This is so crazy. Oh yeah, that's much better. Let me just wait until this car. Hold on. I'm gonna do up and down. Okay, cool. I like it up and down.
I'm gonna do all of them. But you don't want me doing it in sunglasses because you'll have blurry photos because I'm blind.
And try not to show my awkward dress. Are you live?
Where's your zoom? Show me where your zoom is.
Oh, like move it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of cool. No, yeah, yeah, right there.
Does this come out and down?
Yeah.
One more. Hold on. Don't move. I think I got it. Check those and see if you like them. You might have to straighten them just a tad bit.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end this live. We almost were live for an hour,
I want to see them.
which is shocking because I usually only go live for like 10 minutes. Here you go.
Oh, I want to see.
Oh yeah. I like that one a lot. I did yours at an angle so you see the courthouse in the front.
Did you want me to do that with yours?
Here, let me see.
I can get it back further, but you told me to keep your dress out of it, so I wanted to try to keep your dress out of it, but when I do that, I don't have to hold.
Oh yeah, do it again and show the courthouse kind of like this.
Okay.
Okay guys, I love you so much and I'm gonna head out here. We're gonna be here tomorrow and the day after, the next 3 days really. And I'm posting videos to share with you guys the story here. We're gonna be going to the ditch. Daniel's gonna show us where it all happened. We've been there a few times that we're gonna revisit. I agree, James, it is the good old boy system. It is out here. All right, guys, peace out. Justice for Daniela, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.